Speaking of dying, hello everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode with us, Ginton Dice.
Are we
Uh,
dying today?
yeah, somebody is, but unfortunately they're being brought back to life.
Oh,
So,
Good.
technically, did they already die?
yes. Anyways,
Oh.
um, very perfect timing for our star now, who's over in that corner. And we're missing another one, but he also should be here
He's
in a
dead.
moment. Oh, he's dead. Uh,
Leroy did it.
I
uh,
did it.
That's a confession. You heard it. It's on record.
he had to fly all the way over here, and we easily found
Well,
him.
yeah.
Could have paid
Cool, it's
someone.
easy to find. I just listened for his voice and I could hear him a mile away and then I took him out.
But nevertheless, he will be here in a moment. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So where we last left off, you guys, after besting the dragon priest that kind of summoned itself before you guys could even start the obelisk, you guys had to fight it within its own enchanted like flame sphere where fire was all around you guys, then summoned by ice and lightning. But with some huge incredible rolls and an early first start, you guys just demolished it tremendously. And so like it was done. But you guys took just a little bit extra long time in the fire as each of you came out taking huge amounts of fire damage, losing one person. Well, what, two others were down, or just one other?
I think.
I know Aeth went down. Oh, Dwayne, he went down too.
Yeah, yeah. And the voice just got torched.
Yeah, she got fucking torched. But you guys brought them back up and alive. Kinda said that you took care of one problem, but the whole is something you guys couldn't take care of, which they understand and kind of come to the realization that maybe they've stayed too long in this island and maybe they should leave and leave Alphalon kind of there. As bring them to the mainland with a lot of things that's going on wouldn't necessarily help. So you guys decided to leave, and as you were leaving, Elise, you received a message stating that your sacrifice is now waiting for you. You, understanding what it was, sent the group to what was it, Tall Oaks, so that they can get started on their travels to Zolosis while you flew quicker to Zolosis to then teleport to Zilisi, then to fly over to grab Lucy in a disgusting figure, if you will, and flew kind of like more on the side coast of Zilisi as you summoned your cauldron and put her in it. So as we will pick up as the time has kind of gone by on that, you sitting there hearing the kind of like the swirling sounds of magic. Coming from the cauldron.
Mhm.
You see kind of like a greenish light that kind of is emanating from it. That is making kind of like a dark glow and then a lightish glow, and it kind of goes in back and forth, almost like its own little starlight, if you will. and you just kind of sitting there as time goes on. Then you, or as you're waiting there, the other party members, you are, you guys are just traveling in the wagon, going through. Nothing seems out of the ordinary as you guys are traveling. Was there anything specific, or is it just people riding and waiting?
I think Eighth wanted to stop in his hometown, but Bull isn't here to.
Yeah, I think this part you guys are on the same day, so it's like, which is the 42nd. So I think you guys got from here to there, and you haven't done the long rest
Something
yet.
like that.
So
something like that, yeah.
yeah, so it's just for, so far it would be for this specific day, and we'll see what if he joins quick enough. Anyways, if not for you guys, at least, after what feels like a long time, finally you kind of like, it kind of took a second of realization that the sound changed, and you kind of look over.
Did I hear a bing? Bing.
No.
It's not cooking.
Somewhere maybe there was a ding.
I missed it.
But
It's overcooked shit.
What you didn't notice was that you had started this when the bell was ringing 12 times, and now it's ringing 8 times. So
Does it mean something?
so you notice as
in
the
America,
light,
that's 8 hours.
Okay.
There's a bell in the distance.
you notice the light
Fuck
is
that.
kind of changing from the light to dark faster and faster. But the sound of it sounds like it's getting like a higher hum, and then it just kind of stops as the light
Interesting.
fades away.
Did you see that, by the way? What the fuck is that? Like it literally turns myself completely dark.
It's
That's interesting.
Silhouette.
that's your dark mode.
What's up?
I should remember this for
Oh.
whenever I need it. I should remember this, that it does this. I don't know why it does it, but I mean, why not, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna look
back.
at. Hello.
And then watch it not work when you need it to.
Yeah, exactly. So the sound changed, right? I
Yeah,
guess I'll
like
just
it-
go over and peer over
uh,
the side into the cauldron.
You you kind of like go over and look, and you can see it's like a greenish fog, but you can see the outline of Lucy, and you kind of wait a moment. You can barely see what looks like her breathing, as she does appear to be alive again, but just not awake.
Mm. Ellie taps the cauldron. Is it done? No response comes, of course, because it's a cauldron, and it's like,
Ding!
hey. I shoot the pigeon.
You
gotta flip her.
you go to put your hand inside of it, and you get that little text above your head. There's no time for this right now.
Oh, okay. Like she tries to get on her bike. It's like, this is the place to get on your bike.
Who's Professor Oak? Anyways, you appear.
Who's this bastard?
It appears that it is done. There's nothing else happening.
Okay, I assume, as per the spell, that all her mortal wounds and everything have been closed up.
Yes, from a lot of the scars bruises and disfigurements on her body, like they've healed.
Mm. Let me have a look. Because I'm
Question
quite sure
from
there's a...
someone not there. Did it leave behind like any scars, or are they like fully vanished?
Yeah, the pigeon is looking over my shoulder into the cauldron.
Ooh,
um,
it's an owl. Why
It's
did
weird.
it say?
That's a weird looking pigeon. That's a
It's
weird
the
sounding
metagaming
pigeon.
pigeon.
It's an owl wearing a pigeon costume.
Yeah.
did it
Or a pigeon
leave
wearing an
any
owl.
scars? No.
Okay. Listen, like I'm just looking at the spell. Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. The target take a -4 penalty to all rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Elise will take her out of the cauldron. Put it on the ground. And because I don't write down all the fucking shit Elise puts in the thing, I'm just gonna take my liberty as I took my other clothes, and she's gonna just put some of Lucy's reserve clothes that she had with her on her.
You notice, and it's a lot easier because of the fact that she was sorry, because of the fact that she was practically naked when you got her. You notice it's so much easier the fact like her breathing is extremely shallow. Like it just doesn't look normal is all.
Can I make a medicine check to see if it's supernatural or not?
Yeah.
If it's just like if it's like more than just being resurrected.
Yeah, go ahead.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Starting strong.
You
29.
freaking need it.
Hey, are your rolls positive today?
Oh wait, I should have a check, see if I can fucking go godlike. Shit,
Nope.
we can't go godlike.
But you could
I mean,
subtract.
I could have guided myself, but I didn't say that, so it's whatever.
So you a lot of the times that you've studied parts of just elven bodies, a little bit more on the medicine line of things, you look at it and it's like there seems to be something more to it. You're thinking it might be because of the fact, like, mechanic wise, all of the negative stuff that's happening to her right now, but it just feels like you getting this gut feeling like there's something more to it that it's not at least understanding at this moment. So
I will just to cover bases. What level should I cast it at?
Infinity.
No, I'm just like I think my 5th level is something else. So I will cast a dispel magic at 4th level and see if it does anything.
okay, you go and cast that and kind of shimmers over her. Nothing appears to have changed. Nothing was affecting her in a magical sense.
Good. Elise just goes like, well, that's covering my bases, number one. And then she takes like, like, in a way, Elise is relieved that she doesn't have to talk to Lucy yet, because she is mentally preparing herself for the shitstorm that's gonna come in her direction. So, but knowing that she's close to the city where there's like, well, I don't know where the dragons have went, but they might still be there.
For the most part, they would probably still be there unless they. Not that you would know this, but they might have occasionally gone to some of the other cities that might be attempting to
Mm.
talk about retakes, but more than likely you will still find them at Zillisy.
I'm gonna. Elisa's gonna take Lucy and instead of trying to be a dum-dum and trying to figure it out herself, she's gonna go look for Paragon.
Okay.
Because that's
You-
the one dragon she would trust the most to like know what's going on.
Okay. So you take her, and I'll just slide you over. And you go into the city, and of course, you already kind of took care of her clothing-wise. In a strange way, you're not really getting any looks, and it might be because the fact at this point in time, people are already used or understanding situations. They may not understand what she just had gone through, but feels as though it might be related to the entire other population that's there. So, but you go into the guild hall once again, asked about if Paragon or any of the dragons were there, and they tell you yes, they still should be up in the war room, if you will. So, because you frequently fly here and there through them and understand your relationship, at this moment, it's not like a lot of like, we'll like, hold on, let me go talk to them first to see if you can come up.
Yeah.
It's kind of, we'll take you up there. So, they take you up there. They asked several times if the person needs medical assistance that you're carrying.
Every time the response is like, "That's exactly the reason I'm going to see Paragon." This is it's like Elisa's like this is more than I'm feeling bad. I got injured.
So they lead you up to the war room, where then redirected to kind of like another room where you can see in her human form to kind of help fit in this one room. She's there in a sense trying to meditate. There's a greenery kind of around, but it's not like a really big room. It's just like a really small, almost like a bedroom, if you will, just greenery in it. As she is sitting there, kind of meditating, as they open the door. Paragon, if you can, you have a visitor. Kind of opens one of her eyes.
all the greenery blooms as Elise enters the room because I used Druidcraft to do that. There you go for the fun of it.
There you go.
You just need a flash entrance.
She
Exactly.
As she was like hovering, kind of like stops hovering to like stand as you walk into the room and the door shuts. Welcome. Is everything okay? Why?
Not really.
Okay. Here, you can settle down right here.
And so, whatever deal I had to make to survive, they took that spirit out of her. And now that I brought her back, but now there's something wrong. And if there's anyone who would know, it's you. Like, I'm not familiar with this kind of stuff, and I'd say 2 heads is always better than 1. When it comes to unknown magic.
And for somewhat expediency, because I don't think she knows, you could have explained to her about the dragon that was in her. Because again, I don't think she knew.
I think she knew at some point.
Oh no, she did, because she said she could take her.
She was like,
yeah,
yeah,
that's right. She could take her.
yeah.
So never mind. So she looks
Good thing
at
we
it.
didn't let them take her because she would be fucked as well.
So she
Anyway.
goes to kind of look over her, and as she kind of rubs the parts of her hair off to the side, and just, I'm sorry, little one. She puts her hand on her chest, and kind of like a soft glow kind of happens, and you kind of get the sense she's trying to like maybe magically do like a check on her. And as she sits there with her eyes closed, kind of like anxiousness fills you a little bit. Well, takes her hand back. If I'm right, do you want the good news or bad news?
I mean, I'm here for the bad news, so.
Well, yeah, that the dragon spirit that was in her is gone. But her soul is too weak to even carry on what she was. Her body might have gotten so used to having two souls, powerful, especially with one of them, constantly filling in with all the magic and the essence. Now it's just hers, barely there. It's not the fact that she just came back. I can sense the body's exhaustion, and rest will help it, but her soul is just too weak to carry on.
He swallows. Well, that won't do it, would it? Is there a way we can jumpstart her? I don't know. I mean, it should be. I suppose it's risky, but
That's something I would have to try to speak to somebody a lot higher. If you kind of understand what I mean. I honestly wouldn't know how to go about this.
I think there's very few people, if any, who would know how to properly go about this. I mean, you can ask who you want to ask, and if that doesn't provide any results, then we just wing it, I suppose.
It'll take a little bit of time, but I can try to reach out and see if I can get an answer.
Sounds good.
As she looks at you, I'm sorry.
Oh my.
Everything has gone wrong, and even more wrong, and at times it doesn't seem like there's a good answer for everything. A good choice to have been made.
Feel like the game was rigged from the start.
Hello. Ready for setup.
So,
Sorry.
Shut up!
I didn't. Sorry.
We're talking in here.
fucking Alexa. Like you hear what's his name again? The fucking Vermont dragon smashes the thing in the corner. Like fuck off! Shut up! These fucking young dragons with their new ass shit.
Jeff is just, I am tired of all of these. No, we need them.
Oh, because
no,
it is the city of inventions too.
Yeah, exactly,
So there
yeah.
really could be like an Alexa just sitting
I'm
there.
tired of shit.
I didn't have
Why,
as many
why do
things
we
to
have
talk to-
these?
This is why I surrounded myself by a bunch of religious people, so there'd be no inventions.
Yeah, it's like dogma, not new shit.
If I wanted something, I'd fucking ask. Stop destroying everything. Alright, so I would say because it's probably you had to wait a long time as well.
I had to wait 8 hours or 7 hours, whatever the fuck it was.
8 hours. What are you gonna do during the wait time? It's late. By this time, your companions they have already set up camp for themselves. And unless there was something specific that they wanted to do, tomorrow you think you guys would be at Eastbourne.
Eastbourne?
Let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Did
a
we-
fun
wait.
thing to do.
I'm
You
confused.
guys can
Did we
talk a
turn-
bit so whilst I'm doing some shit. Looking up some stuff.
I'm confused. Hang on, I thought we went the other way. Oh. Okay.
There is no other way. Have you
There
seen
is no
where-
other
No,
way.
I thought we went south. I thought we went south instead of north.
There's no,
No,
road unless we
no,
want to try and
like-
just book it through the woods.
Where you guys are at, you're at Tall Oaks, right? And that's all the way on the west
Yeah.
side. There's only one path,
Oh.
and it leads directly to
I-
Eastbourne, and then you got to go south.
Gosh.
Yeah, then we
Oh,
can
I
go
was
to
thinking for
Sharnwick,
some reason
where
I was
we're
thinking-
technically banned from. But we don't have
Oh,
the person
Okay.
who's
No, I thought.
fault it is.
Oops.
Played it.
I think isn't it like technically the main person who's banned there is the least, and everyone else is kind of like a half band, like proxy
I
band.
think it's kind of like that, where they're like, "You're
No,
not allowed
every-
here," and by association, you're not allowed here.
So, but
So,
So
you're
maybe we
proxy-
can
you're-
convince them.
Jeez.
Yeah.
you're proxy band.
well, you remember
Maybe we can be like, "We killed her. It's fine."
you guys were sent, or Aeth at least. So it's kind of like they're waiting to see if you deliver that letter or not. That kind of determines like if you want to stay in their good graces or not.
What letter?
He knows the letter.
Yeah, I
the
don't
letter-
know.
Yeah. well,
In character, we have no idea.
I have no idea.
But
what letter?
anyways, anybody need anything to do, or we go to the next day?
I mean, since I have spell slots and I can try something, but it won't do anything, but it's cool, I'm gonna do it anyway.
You're gonna do it
Um,
anyway.
Just like my brain is just figuring out the order, and like I'm dealing with concentration and crap like that. I don't like concentration and crap like that. It's like not knowing if this will work, but gonna try it anyway because you know it's fun. It's fun to mess about in D&D. During the night when I guess during the time when the moon is at its lowest, so during low tide when it's close, or is it low tide when it's closest to the planet or furthest away?
It's when it's furthest
And-
away because of the fact it pulls it away.
Okay, there you go.
So it's high tide when the moon is closer.
Okay, yeah. During a high tide in during the night, Elise will take it to the highest point she can find that is flat. Having no clue how any of this works, but she's like, fuck it, right? She sets up a makeshift magic circle around Lucy, and like listening to Paragon's words. Well, if it's magic she wants and needs, then why not, right? I will activate my story form. I will cast a 4th level spell on myself. my Star Guardian. In the constellation form. And I guess over the course of during the moon's high point, I will just pour magic into her body. I will expand my fourth level slot, my fifth level slot, all my third levels, 3 of them, all my second levels, 3 of them, and all my first levels, 4 of them. So that's how many spell slots? 4, 7, 10, 11, 12. 12 spell slots into her. Not knowing if it will do anything with the dragon, the dragon looking on at me, the dragon form. The
So,
dragon constellation looking at me.
as Paragon is kind of off back into her meditation form, but she's trying to reach and find answers on where she can. You kind of like shift into your star form and start trying. You're trying to do this gently, not just like a fucking beam like you did last time.
No. As I said, over time, like over course of this, like she just starts at sort of starts reaching its pinnacle, and then at that point she just slowly starts. Because if I wanted to, I could literally burn her to a crisp, but that's not the point.
It's like, I knocked the dragon out of you.
It is
Put
the
it
point.
back in. So anyways. So as you kind of...
I am the dragon now.
As you're trying to release this arcana into her over a course of a period and just concentrating on pushing this into her, not spilling it, not overloading, you do kind of hear in your head as you can kind of like in your corner vision can see your celestial dragon, but it's like you're too busy concentrating on what you're doing to like really look away. But you hear, and what is going on here?
If only I knew, then I would give you an answer.
This is the one that you had to sacrifice to get out of that city, correct? How are you feeling?
Terrible.
I am all too familiar of the pain of loss. So, it might feel different, but I know something that you're going through. And I am sorry, deeply.
I believe you.
I don't. No.
At least like diverse a bit of the magic into the pigeon.
Are you cooking something back there?
Let me cook. The clay pigeon is dead.
I just want to say I don't think this is going to have the same effect as you hope it would.
No. This is what they call a Hail Mary. And why not?
There's someone I know that you can reach out to. But you won't really be able to do it here.
Fantastic.
But they would be able to help an understanding of what really is going on. And if there is a way to save her.
According to the dragon, her soul is too weak to live on after being combined with the dragon for so long.
So she needs her soul strengthened.
That's why I thought maybe this will, I don't know, give us some juice. I don't know.
What you're doing is by mere just temporary solution. But I do give an A in effort. If they're willing to hear me out again, it's been some time, maybe I can see if they can come and see if there is a way to do it.
Well,
I
I trust you, so whatever you think is right, I'll try it.
I wish I could help more. It's just it's not in my field of expertise.
No, I mean, I'd imagine that dealing with the soul being sucked out of you and trying to replace the void that soul left is in very few creatures' expertise.
You wouldn't be wrong.
And I am not in the mood of making deals with entities that have malevolent intent. Already
Well,
done that once.
That's good, because there's some that I know that could probably do something, but even I would stir you away from.
I mean, I know one as well, and I don't really feel like it.
And it's just doesn't really say anything. It just kind of fades, but you just still concentrating on doing what you're doing. But at the end of you doing this, Paragon's still kind of concentrating, kind of asleep. You exhausted. You've put as much as you can into her, and it looks like for the moment she doesn't necessarily seem like she's suffering, but hearing the words that it's only temporary, you know it's probably going to come back with more troubled breathings and clearly like a fight to live type ordeal.
It's the least I can do, right?
As you as you are in your trance, right? I would say at this point you're a little too anxious to even attempt to like a full-on sleep. So you go back to what you're used to, and as you're doing your trance, you feel extremely tired. Make a perception check with disadvantage as you kind of like try to open your eyes a little, but they just feel so heavy.
I can't be magically put to sleep because I'm an elf.
Well, you're not sleeping.
I think this is different.
An 18. An 18.
Exhaustion.
I pressed the wrong button. I was like, wait a minute, I should have pressed the other one, but it's an 18.
I don't press this. Why would you make me press this? As you look.
Also, my passive perception is 23, by the way.
Yeah. So as you like get your eye open enough just to like look, you see the back end of you've only seen one creature like this before, and that was Luro. This looks taller. You can see a little bit of the kind of like black feathers, not like a cloak, but just in certain places. Double check something.
Probably smells pretty bad, like a skunk ape.
I would say so.
That's the reason why I at least noticed it. Not so much looking, but like the curl of her nose is like.
Oh, what's that smell?
But you just see this figure. You don't
Very
feel
fungal in scent.
You don't feel any ill intent. But as this individual just looms over Lucy's body, I am sorry what you've gone through. I know it too well. Yeah, you are too weak. And it only feels like it's just more torture as you breathe. As the figure turns in your direction, Elise,
And he's just like waiting to see what the next move is.
as it turns, you don't get to see what the figure looks like. You just see like this really hazy, kind of like this greenish black haze that covers their body, and you can see it kind of lingers a little bit throughout, and just hearing the voice. Yes, she will not last long. And while I do follow my queen, she should have remained deceased. But I am too aware of emotions and feelings that you must have had for her.
Elise opens both her eyes fully. I owe it to her. I have to atone for my crimes.
The hazy hand kind of holds this little mushroom up to you. At first, like, you've smelt pepper before, haven't you? You know what pepper smells like. It's just like you feel like you gotta sneeze. But as he holds it there to you,
wait for the memes. And he's like a really small.
as you
strange.
You do that, you see some of the hazy like mucus stuff like just a little bit on your arm, and you're like,
God damn it! He's not even that safe now.
Place this on her, and she will last just a few extra days longer. But if you want her to live, you do need to find an entity that has enough power to deal in such dark arts. As he kind of like looks and gazes, turning around, and you feel more he's gazing out of this room. I do sense one that has the capabilities. I do sense another. But I do not...
Look at him. Is Tentacle Daddy? No. I say, is it the dragon? The Elder Dragon?
No. He would not have the capabilities unless you are needing something different than her. And I believe that is not the path that you necessarily want.
No, I was just asking in case.
And there's a third. I sense a calling. Turns back to you. It is your choice on how you want to seek this.
This device is ready.
I
You see
said,
that
let
look-
me sleep.
Gessler down the hall.
The
As you
cat
hear
is-
a crash and something shatter against the wall.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Alexa. Just as you started with.
Kevin.
That's what you get for
No,
plugging
there's
it
a
up.
hole in the wall.
Yeah.
That's what I get for winning this shit. Stop.
Ask me something. Alexa.
Stop.
Alexa, stop.
Just go and plug it.
Did you sit on the
I'm
remote?
not doing it because it took me. It's a touch
I
screen.
didn't catch that. Say, Alexa.
I'm muting myself.
All right, so
This
while
is the
he
best part of the session so far.
Yeah,
Jeff
like
Ward
Jabba in the
is
background
insane.
smashing.
He's even Paragon wakes up and just like walks out without knowing, just like, listen here. Anyways,
Oh shit.
I'm about to have the next dragon fight.
Yeah. Dragon versus Alexa.
As
Yeah.
he turns back to you, you can go to one that is easier, quicker, but I cannot guarantee what offers they might try to make. You can go to one that seems familiar, but it's far beneath the surface and very difficult to get to. And there is a third. It sounds like it is calling for someone. Not of specifics, but you might be able to explore it and see what capabilities that could offer. He just kind of points in a direction, in that direction, and it would take you until you like go outside and kind of remembering where he pointed to kind of figure out where. You could go that one, as that's where it's located. But she does not have long. And the more you keep trying to keep her alive, the more she suffers until her own body collapses on itself. This is the best that I can do, as I must return. And
Thank you.
just kind of like this real heavy fog just
I can't show you the camera from the same device. but you can
just kind of hangs over
As Jackler just absolutely wrecks an entire
I
house.
I solved the problem. I muted him instead.
Uh,
I'm gonna mute it. So there you go.
God
so
damn it! This thing is. Why did I win this?
why did you plug
did
it
you
up
fucking
now?
Yeah.
It's all you, not us.
Oh no. I
So
didn't think it was
I
this
know.
loud.
but as the foggy haze kind of lingers a little bit, and you can almost realize now it looks like particles, not just like some dense air, but particles, as it just kind of melts into the ground and then just eventually disappears.
Guess I'll put this room on there. Yep.
You kind of go and put it on her, and like you see, like, let's just say her stomach, right? And you see where
Mhm.
like the roots kind of grow into her a little bit, almost very rapidly. And you see on the mushroom itself, the round part at the top, there is 10 dots. And one of the
10
dots
days.
slowly is fading.
Mm.
So, yes, you have 10 days.
So where is this calling? In what direction is it?
If you go out and look, let's just say it's at least the way you're facing, you're pretty sure that's just direction wise towards Crisport. But that doesn't mean it's at Crisport. It's just in that direction.
Okay, so it said it's calling in that direction, but didn't specify more than that. That's great.
So the southwest. You know what would come in handy right now?
A bag
A
of
belly
nails.
demon. Oh.
Mm.
God damn it.
It depends sort of how you draw the line where I'm supposed to go. So the other one was close by and easy, but bad deals. And the other one was underground.
Mm-hmm.
Failure.
Like, would I have any idea of this calling? Is it like he pointed in a direction, but other than that, like nowhere there? But the calling one is like the most interesting one in a way.
You just know of direction. That's it. He was not anywhere close to being specific. Just points. All he did was point and say, in that direction, there's something calling.
All I'm saying is right in the middle of that direction, belly demon. No, I'm kidding. I don't think it's belly demon. Sorry, Len. I should...
But Lynn moved on.
Well, we could just make her move on.
Yeah, that's how it works. I guess
Anybody got a Ouija board?
I guess I'll wait out Paragon, and otherwise I'll just let's go to the next day. At least it's gonna be like it's like tired now. It's like let's see what Paragon has to say next day, and otherwise we'll go make a choice.
All right. So, as we move to the next day on day 4-3, for the guys at camp, you guys pack up your gear and start heading out, which you know about at the end of your day, you should be reaching Eastbourne, so I'm going to go ahead and move you guys there for the moment. Was there anything you guys wanted to do that morning as you guys were traveling?
Anybody need any messages sent out? Prime? 8th? Voice? Dwayne?
For Dwayne and the voice, they're good. They just...
Got any family, loved ones? Anyone to send a message to?
I don't love anybody.
Makes sense.
Besides my
Yeah.
fist.
Yeah, damn right, he lost his own fist.
I mean, technically I could hold a ceremony for you and your fist if you'd like.
Oh,
What?
me and my fist know
Yeah.
each other pretty well.
Oh man, this like the pigeons just looking at him like, man, this is so wrong.
This is not giving me any good vibes.
This is too intimate.
8th, you need
Mhm.
any messages sent to anybody?
Probably not right now, no.
Okay. Prime?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Do we need to tell anybody in Eastbourne that we're coming? Are they
Would that be
expecting us
prudent?
to return, or?
So they can prepare all their pitchforks and torches.
Should we be ready for a warm welcome?
Yeah. Well, either way, it's gonna be warm.
Might not be a bad idea though. Let them know we're on our way over.
Should I contact the sheriff guy who doesn't like us?
Yeah, probably.
I don't remember his name, but I did meet him.
The sheriff guy.
I'm pretty sure told us to leave, unless
Mhm.
Eighth was planning to stay or something like that.
Was it, or was it like unless A did him a service and give them a handy, then he
Something
would
like
come
that.
back.
I
Yeah.
wasn't there for the full conversation. I think I just
Yeah.
was there for the
Tidbits.
yeah. Sending.
Hi, this is Eighth's kobold friend. Just letting you know that we'll be passing through for the night. Hope that's okay. Thank you. Bye.
As you get a response. I swear if he brings trouble, he's going to get trouble. If you guys are passing through, make it quick. That's it.
He said to make it quick. And don't cause trouble. I look at Eighth.
Trouble follows us. How are we gonna cause it?
We don't have a leash right now.
It's like
not
Barty at 100% strength, everyone. Barty at 99% strength, Elise. It's like no,
Look,
just kidding. It's not that bad at all.
we don't have to worry about
It's not last
her.
campaign.
It's not last campaign.
Yeah.
Now it's more like Elise Party at 60%.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's like
you're still prime.
60-40, where we're all
It's like
20%.
No,
And
it's like
then-
60%, then prime 39%, then the rest.
Yeah, that's fair.
And most of that, the rest is probably Garbu.
Yeah,
No
8 is
offense to
8.
And then the voice is just like all the way down here in the.
No, 8's
Oh,
nothing.
she
Her voice is nothing. The voice is
she-
just dead weight.
she
She
knows.
actually subtracts from the score.
Yeah, she knows. She's just like, I'm just here, guys.
Well, we have Dwayne as well, so I guess in the party at the good strength still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, 8 pulls out a fucking nuke from his pocket next combat. It's like, bitches, you thought I was useless? Fuck you guys.
Fireball.
Right there in the middle of us all. Kill us all.
Finger of bullshit.
So, was there anything else that you guys needed
Alright.
to do, or wanted to do,
Alright.
had to do?
Hey, Garbu,
Yeah?
can we talk real quick?
Can we talk real quick?
We can. Do we need to get off the cart and like stop?
No,
I
You
no,
did say that
no.
oddly.
Yeah. Like, do you
I-
mind talking in front of Prime, the voice, and Dwayne?
Okay. Voice, do you need a weapon of some kind?
I am not skilled in anything, unfortunately, as fighting and combat is not my purpose.
Just build her a suit of armor.
You know how to swing a sword at all? It's like something to defend yourself with?
I understand if you're in referencing to the last encounter. Unfortunately, nothing that you could give me would help benefit me in any sort of combative way. Again, combat is not my purpose.
Just get a lot of money, get a lot of scrolls,
Don't worry.
and have her just read scrolls all the time.
I have an idea for the next time something happens. It's not gonna be the best, but it might help a little.
Please tell us what it.
I
Say
mean,
what it is, so we
what
know
that
what
is.
your idea is before, so we can gauge it.
I cast something on the voice. Alright, try and poke her. Or
Prime
something.
stabs her.
Jesus. Christ.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Wait, why? Wait, why did we have Prime do this? Prime's the one that has a high wisdom.
I didn't ask Prime to do it, she just did. I said try to poke her and Prime went stab.
Natural
It's
20.
probably in there.
Do I need to
You
roll
succeed the
hit?
save.
you
Huh?
Now you can roll to hit.
Can I intentionally miss like slightly in the front and be like,
Well, then you wouldn't have rolled the save.
okay, well, but
Well,
like,
Only if you target the
no,
creature.
No, you can,
You
you can
can-
still stop.
he can
It's just that you're allowed to.
she can still like attempt to go for it, but like miss just like a little, you know. Again, this
Okay.
is not true combative rules, so some things can be changed.
I like how it's like, oh, who wants? Just test it out. Stab.
Like you go and you kind of like just barely scrape part of her scale, but you don't.
She loses a hit point and dies instantly.
But you don't. You as Prime
Yeah.
don't feel or see any sort of difference.
okay.
Well, she would have felt like the making the save.
I felt a small tug, but
Yeah, I
I-
wasn't expecting somebody. I was expecting Eighth to do it, and
well,
No,
do you
why
think
would
that people attacking her will be weak? No offense, Eighth.
it's not weak. It's like weak
Weak
willed.
wise,
No
I get
offense, Eighth.
How about this? All
I'm
right.
so sorry, Cole.
That was
God.
mean.
Maybe next time,
I can't-
if something like this was to happen, I just try my best to get out of the way, and I'm sure Dwayne will be more willing to take any blows, allowing me to try to escape, if possible. I
To be
mean,
fair, that last one we were.
This is
kinda
the first
trapped
time
in
we
the
heard his real name.
oh
Holy
damn it,
shit.
she says X. No.
bubble. It's canon now.
Hey, got him! Got the DM!
Ah,
Got the DM! I'm paying attention!
she looks and is like, I'm so sorry.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Does he look PO'd?
There's a reason why I went by X. I'm so sorry. It was just a habit and whatever. Any of you, and he like
It's a
the
very normal
little
name.
portal kind of opens. Like if any of you fuckers say it, I will slaughter you
Oh.
myself.
Say what, Dwayne?
Just pulls out the sword.
Sanctuary.
You guys had a very rough hour on that wagon, but anyways, as you guys try to figure and get that sorted out, at least, after some time, you manage to speak with Paragon again as she comes. There's not much that my deity stated that they could do.
Yeah, I had some friend of a friend, I suppose, come by and tell me that there's 3 entities, one underground, one close by but questionable, and then one further away. That could potentially help. I mean, I can reach all of them within time, it's just which one to choose.
Are you sure this is what you want to do?
I don't want to do
'Cause-
any of this, but I have to. It's like I told this child from the moment I met her that I wanted to give her a life. Then I betrayed that trust when I had to give her up to save everyone. So at least I owe her to try. And I feel like the closest one that I probably have to make a really bad deal with, I don't really feel like that's an option.
I don't feel like that's a smart one. If it's bad, that's for sure.
I mean, it sounded like it was a bad one. As in, like, this is easy, quick, but easy and quick very often tends to be unpleasant.
She puts her arm kind of like on your shoulder. Let me ask, if you manage to get her to come back in some sort of regular state, what are you going to do with her then?
I don't know. That's a bridge I have to cross when I can even see it.
Are you going to be able to cross it?
Guess we'll find out. I mean, I could just let her die, but that's, I don't know.
Well,
I feel like that's the coward and easy way out.
I assume you're taking her with you then?
I suppose I should.
I can maybe have or see if something can be made to help. Carrying her would be easier. She needs to be at least in a more stable in terms of transit if you try to fly.
I mean, it depends, right? If I should go underground, if I should go to whatever is calling.
Do you know anything about them?
Nothing. It was very vague and very.
The one underground is difficult to get to, and the
Yeah.
other one is just kind of in the general southwest direction. It seems.
Wasn't
If that's
wasn't the
a
one
refer-
underground familiar too?
Yes, I think it's
Yeah.
probably the dragon under Sharnwick would be my idea, but that's also kind of in the southwest, so I don't know where the other one might be.
But the dragon in Shamrock is pretty much fucking dead.
Yes.
This is something that's alive.
Is it?
It wasn't like underground close by.
I thought they said underground and familiar.
No. So there is one that is close by, easy, but in a sense you may not want to do that one, right?
Mm.
Not like an unworthy or unsavory deal.
Mm.
There is one underground, but it's difficult to get to. That's all he said on that. It's underground and difficult to get to. And then
I think I'd probably go for the calling one.
and then there's the one that was calling.
Because I feel like the underground one is something that isn't. I mean, I'm saying this out loud. The underground one is something that's whilst
Big
achievable
bugs,
for
maybe?
that we killed.
No, the other one that ran away. When we ended up getting,
Oh,
Kinda
you mean like
yeah.
that wherever that is coming from?
maybe.
Maybe. Anyway, it's like going
Sorry,
down
this is
below.
all
at
out
some...
of game.
Yeah, yeah.
conversation.
It's
Well,
fine.
make a general insight.
Yeah. Wait, what am I?
Dang.
Hey,
Oh,
Yeah.
that was to see if you were positive or negative.
19. Do I want to go 20? Yeah. 21.
Okay. So I would say that some of these probably should easily have came up in your mind. Kind of understanding that some of these things have some sort of power to them that that allows them to do such things as empowering a soul. There's the hag.
Yeah, that I assumed it was her.
She is close by, but a deal you probably don't want to really make a deal with.
For sure.
The one underground, you guys have never been there. You guys were following something that was going deep underground, but stopped and then left.
Now we are kind of forced to leave in a way.
That too. And then, of course, the one that's calling. I think only Prime knows about it.
I do?
I can't quite remember, but I think at least Prime only knows.
Did I... Do I know?
I can send it to you if you want a refresher on it.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember that. Not gonna lie.
But Elise doesn't know that Prime knows.
No.
Or
She
does-
just knows
or does
something's
she?
calling from the region that we currently are in, the southwest. Because we are technically down there.
It's more like which one do I want to choose? Like obviously I don't want to
I
choose
didn't
the
think
easy
about it
one.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's either underground or something in the southwest.
Would I tell you that? I probably would.
And again, you might have, but I don't remember. And there's a lot of things I don't remember.
I
You
would
can
say
try
I
looking
probably
at the
would.
notes and
Yeah.
Hit Control F to see if you ever mentioned whatever it is.
We didn't talk about it much.
Well,
We can try and see if you did mention
Can
why-
I do it now?
I mean, you
I don't know
could,
what
but
I
at
would be
least
Control
wouldn't
F
know
for, so.
unless
That's true. I was trying
Unless
to
you
think
can
of
find
It'd be
where
more
you
like, wait,
mentioned-
what?
unless you look in the notes and you stated something like that, then
I don't remember telling her actually.
Yeah.
I'm with Garby,
It's
right?
fine.
you're with Garber
Yeah,
and
you're
Ayo.
with Are you just sitting here telling us all about it right now?
Yeah. You know what? Could
Yeah.
I?
After we find out what X's real name is,
Dwayne.
Slash
And you're
Dwayne.
like, oh my god, I know something else about a Dwayne.
Yeah.
Because I
Can
will
I
say
tell
this,
Garbu.
and I think you guys talked about it as players, but
Yeah.
you didn't talk about it as characters.
Can
You
Garbu
can
message
try
it?
hitting Control F. If we talked about it as players and not as characters, I
It
wouldn't
doesn't
have
count.
written it down.
Yeah.
So you can try Control F and see if it comes up.
Can you
If
cast
so,
a
it should
message
have a little
instead?
context. Would it be metagamey to be
That's
messaging
true.
Elise the exact information right now when
The
we have
time is
no
needed.
reason to?
Yeah.
No, that's
I
true.
mean,
Alright,
I
never
can,
mind then.
I can.
I'm just saying you can hit Control F in the notes if you want to check.
I will tell
if
you
you-
guys.
I was gonna do something anyway, so it's fine because I was gonna check in on you guys, but I need someone who can cast message, which I can't do myself. But maybe someone here knows, so.
Aragon has gotten in direct contact with me before,
Yeah.
so
I'll just
Uh,
ask Paragon. I should probably ask the rest what they think I should do. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to do it myself anyway. The close option, that one doesn't exist to me. I'm not willing to make an unsavory deal because that would just cost me more than I want. Can you ask Garbu, because he's the one messaging, can you ask him, should I, to save Lucy, go to an entity underground, or go to the one calling around the area where they are? In the direction of where they are.
I believe I can do. Should be easy enough.
Guess we should have a group consensus in a way.
Garber, you just start instantly hearing a voice in your head as you're very familiar with. Garbu, hope you are doing well. Elise has a problem that she needs to discuss. But to keep it simple, as I am not going to be going back and forth with this.
I was like, why just keep going?
yeah, she's at 30 words. Oh my god.
Because she doesn't need messaging.
I know.
Elise had
Garbu
brought.
doesn't know that.
He should know something, but the fact if he doesn't, that makes me sad. Anyways.
The thing is, like, I have a million fucking things going on in my life. I'm sorry if I don't remember everything about this game.
I know.
It's
How-
like, I'm sorry, I have other things going on in my life.
How dare you not put mine ahead of yours? Anyways.
This is what I said. Like, that's why I also always need help with these things, because if I know the information, I will instantly know what the fuck to do. It's just that I cannot keep everything in here.
Elise has brought your friend back to life. The little girl, Lucy. But she does not have long to live, as she is too weak to sustain herself. There appears to be some entities that offer a solution. And she would like for you guys to discuss and maybe message her back what you think might be best. There's apparently an entity underground. Don't know really much anything else about it, unless that rings a bell in that little head of yours. Or something that's calling. She was given a direction. She said it started kind of like where Chrisport is and goes further south and possibly westward. If you guys would also know anything of the sorts. Message her when you have came up with a plan so she knows what she can do. Time is of the essence. And stops.
Thank you. I'll talk it over with the group and see what they know. As far as underground, I think it could be the giant bugs we fought, but I don't know about something calling.
Paragon is just like Paragon doesn't get anything. Paragon just stand there like, yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah,
I
you
get it."
just literally.
I'm just like
Wow.
looking up at
Like-
heaven still. You all,
like
we're just
me
on
and-
the
me
cart, and then Garbu
Me
just
and
freaks
Paragon like open the door and we see like Jetlord like still smashing Alexa, so we're like, oh shit, close the door.
It doesn't break either. That's the worst thing. It's like it's not
Yeah,
breaking.
exactly. He tries to break it.
No,
Magic eyes are just
we're-
like,
It is breaking. It's in like 100 pieces. It just still talks.
And he doesn't know why. But
There's
Paragon,
one piece in this pile just keeps talking, and he doesn't know what.
but Paragon does look back to you, at least. I informed him of your situation, and hopefully he will handle it properly.
yeah. Either way, for me, it's not that difficult to get to either of them. Just knowing which one to choose. I guess it's the benefit of being able to turn into animals.
Well, if you want still, I can see about getting... I'd hate to put her in a box of sorts, but if we can make it a more comfortable, more also easier sense of travel, maybe it won't be as difficult to move her from place to place.
Sounds like a good idea. I mean, even if it's unceremoniously, I don't think there's any other option.
I'm just trying to see what I can do to help. I know
Thank you.
You didn't want to do something like this, and let's just say as she's kind of like starts to go and opens the door, I still think she would have been better if you left her in my care. But this is not the time to have that such debate. I can only do what I can with the problem that I'm given now.
Elise just looks at her. Well, there's been a lot of things that we wish we were different, but here we are.
I'll be back. And then proceeds to open the door, like as she's starting it. I hate this place!
I just look
Why?
outside, I look at the pile, and I like with my perception I see where the thing comes from, and I just cast the spell magic at the spot.
Well, why? Why? You know what the worst
It-
thing is? Oh, hi. It's
And
my name's
I just shout out,
Cortana.
Jello, you're welcome.
Like it's silent.
The
You
other one
do
starts
hear
going
somebody
off.
kind of like still cries like, "No, it never works."
You hear Cortana just speaks up.
Hey, I just invented this brand new one and sets it down.
Oh, the whole place will get nuked. Anyways, so Garvey,
Worth it.
you receive that information.
Go have fun, guys.
Jasper
Metagame all you want now.
deserves it.
It's no more metagaming needed now.
Why did you just speak up to the heavens?
I will
Well,
now
I
go
heard
through the whole thing with
Paragon's voice.
those guys.
I heard Paragon's voice, and she was talking to me, and I got mixed news. I wouldn't say bad news, but mixed news.
So what's the news?
Elise brought Lucy back to life, but like Lucy isn't strong enough to be alive on her own. So she needs an entity, I guess, and there's two. She mentioned that there's one underground and that there's one that's calling to her from like the southwest. The underground one could be related to the giant like bug things.
No,
Iron Mare?
no, it's probably not.
And well,
That
I
doesn't
mean, we
make
didn't
sense.
follow them all the way underground. Is
Can
what
I
I'm
can I
saying.
let them know about the bow and like all that stuff without actually doing it since we already know it?
Yeah, if they
Wow.
actually, as players, if they actually know it.
You guys remember?
I mean, yeah, but like I don't think Elise knows because you never
I
told
wasn't
Elise
here for
in
that
character.
session.
Oh, you weren't here for that session?
No.
I was like,
So just go ahead and explain
The
it.
bow. So, hold on. Let me look at the
I
notes
was
again.
very confused when you guys were like, "Yeah, we already know all this," and I was like,
no, no,
Oh,
yeah, it's
yeah.
like now that when like literally when I heard the bow, my brain goes like, yeah, okay, but that's something that never's been told to Elise, so Elise would never know.
Oh, yeah, the person that knows that the bow has
It's
an entity
Prime.
in it.
Where's
It's
it
Prime.
at?
Prime,
in the
yeah.
notes?
Uh,
Or when Nick touches it, you're not good enough. You're not good. You're not
it
a
might
good
have been
person.
just something
yeah, I
I
know
told
that.
you. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to
But
find it.
you
Okay.
got the gist of it pretty much. Just
Okay.
even with that one little thing.
Yeah. So the bow needs a soul. Okay.
Yeah.
My bow
"Yeah,
needs a
So it can't.
like
soul.
it
It's
needs
being
to
a-
eat a soul."
No.
It needs to hold it like a slot, like a soul slot.
It needs a voice. Right.
I look over at
now,
the voice,
Damn it.
taking it very literally.
not this
That'd
time.
be
I don't think it. I don't
But
think it's
the
just.
bow needs a voice or a soul. Otherwise, it's just a bow. That's correct, right? Technically. I don't think that's technically what you told me,
It's-
but I think that's the right frame of mind, right?
Like, even though you have been kind of like studying it, if you were, right? You've been trying to meditate with it, trying to understand its power. You can feel there's a lot of potential still in it, just unsure how, like, to pull it out. And
Yeah.
the sense that you got was that it is needing something, a voice, right? And it feels like you would need to put something in it to give it that voice. And maybe that might help unlock something, or at least figure something out, that this way it's like easier communication between this and the bow.
Yeah.
So
What do you guys think?
I don't know if I like that idea, to be honest.
It needs something put in it, so it wouldn't
So,
be like putting something in her. It'd be like putting her in something.
Pretty,
she'd be
pretty much, right? Look, I don't
don't-
have a good answer, but I have an option.
yeah, I don't know. Her coming back to life only to be put into a bow doesn't exactly sound like living to me.
And she'd actually be the perfect person. The perfect soul.
Why is that?
She's courageous. She's bold. Sometimes reserved. She's balanced. Look, I can see this as a weird subject. Maybe we should loop the other two in, see what they think.
Voice, Dwayne. Voice, what's your name? Is it like Beth or something? Dwayne has a name.
I just imagine X just getting more pissed off every time he hears his actual name.
Can he like roll for like maybe it is Beth?
He can make an insight if he wants.
Yes. Come on. Do it,
Do it.
Garb. Do
Come
it.
on.
Do it.
27.
You got this, Gary. Yeah, there we go.
No, it's not.
Dang it.
As she
Damn it.
responds, to be honest with you, when we are given a title like this, we forego all of our attachments beforehand. So I don't even know what my name originally was, but I am now the voice.
Do I believe her when she
baby,
says
what's
she
up?
doesn't remember?
With that insight, like, you know she's telling the truth. She hasn't
She's the
ever,
voice.
so far, she hasn't ever lied to you about anything.
Or I just
Even-
haven't rolled high enough.
Well, you know.
She's the voice.
Okay.
Actually, is Lucy coherent?
I can ask.
I mean,
As
at the end of the day, that should be her choice.
I
She might not be able
agree.
to.
I am aware.
If she's able to decide, then
Leroy has a solution, but I can't say anything.
So I should message back and say we think it's either bugs underground or she can have her soul
And-
put into the bow.
it might not be bugs underground. It might be something else entirely.
We think
could
it might be
always-
linked to the bugs underground.
I could always
don't
go to
think
the general area and check. I mean,
It's pretty far
The
away.
bugs were going deeper.
Yeah.
We just
And that's
turned
about it.
around because we got ambushed, betrayed.
Yeah.
I
Ambushed.
wasn't here for this. I'm not sure what happened.
That poor guy
we
who was
got-
the light bearer. Poor guard.
We got
no,
don't even know
you
his
were
name.
here because Clarence
Prime
was
wasn't, was she?
not Prime, but
No,
Prime
she-
wasn't.
There.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
I was.
I
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Clarence did.
No, I was there. I remember because he lost his
Even-
boots and
even
had to
if
freak
it-
out for half an hour
You were
about his boots.
you were butt naked.
Yeah. Yep. Luro was
Yeah.
invisible. You were
You were
butt
butt
naked.
naked.
You pushed Luro off a cliff,
kill
and
Okay.
Luro was
Yep.
just like,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I get back on track.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you
That's-
think, Garbo?
That was still
I
quite
mean-
a distance, though. When we went down that tunnel, that was about 2 days down.
Do you have a
And we,
distance?
I mean, there's 2 days down traveling at normal pace.
That was also
That's
because
true.
we had a bunch of guards walking with us, so we were walking
That's
at their speed.
yeah, that's
If you-
I
true.
think
like
we
when you
made it
travel-
back in like
when you-
half a day because we traveled on horses underground that at least magically summoned. So
The thing is, like, how it like only go as fast as your slowest party members, and those guards are like fucking potatoes. Like
They're
meatball
commoners.
potatoes. They're
They're
meatball
practically
potatoes.
commoners.
They're like armored meatballs trying to like roll around.
You don't remember how we decimated them on our way out?
Yeah.
Decimated, yeah.
Only one of them got away. He's probably still down there somewhere.
Anyway.
We pushed him
With
off the
our
cliff.
favorite.
Anyways.
He's alive.
Anyway.
I messaged him.
No, the baby's
Anyway,
fucking soaked and gone.
So, maybe we should... Garby, why don't you message Elise, tell her that it would either be going deep down the tunnels in Ironmare or Lucy's soul being put into the bow.
Now, I don't mean to assume that the tunnels could be connected, but I don't believe we fully explored the caves beneath Sharnwick either. What if there's some sort of linkage in the tunnels? I can try to divine that as well if that is an option or not. But
Yeah,
that can be a later conversation as well.
Yeah, we could do that as a later.
Because if they are connected, and let's say whatever it is that's underground is like right here or something, then if we enter up by Crisport, Ironmare, and have to make our way like all the way down versus entering in Sharnwick or something, because if we use divination, we could try asking a few
I mean, I
questions.
roll
out
an
what
insight.
was-
I already Elise already knows that it's further in the bug place.
We don't know how much
Alright.
further.
Yeah,
Well,
I
let's give the information we got so far to Elise. That way she ain't flying blind.
Hey. Because I have an eagle sometimes.
A pun with a pun. Because he knows how it is to go blind.
Do
Hey.
you think
Come on,
it's
on, Toronto.
either under Ironmare with the bugs, or the bow needs a soul, a perfect soul, and Lucy might fit? Prime says. Respond.
The response
Just
is
yelled respond.
this is
Because I had one word
You
left.
yelled respond.
this is weird.
That's my word of the day.
It's
It's weird because I already knew that word.
guess I'll have to ask Lucy in some way if she wants to be in the bow, otherwise I go underground. Unless she agrees, I will not do that. It's not my choice. I responded.
Yeah, I know. I relay it to the group. She said she kind of agrees with the sentiment of not feeling comfortable with putting her in the bow, but she said she'll try and ask Lucy if she's comfortable with that. So I guess Lucy might be conscious since she can ask her. And then she said otherwise we'll probably try to go underground. So I guess we should start heading north instead of heading south. Or
No,
we
she
can.
said owl. She said owl, not we. I.
Yeah,
So
Garber
now
was
we-
just paying enough attention. Let's be honest.
I mean,
That's
it's up to
fair.
you.
That's fair.
I mean,
Also, Garber just said we should start heading north.
There's literally no way you're gonna be there in
Yeah,
time anyway.
like-
We can't
let's
head
go-
north. That,
Oh, maybe we should just head to Sharnwick then, and see if the tunnels connect, and maybe we can head down and
Oh
try
yeah,
and meet her.
yeah. So you're gonna be there in like roughly
A
60 days.
century. Yeah.
No, I think we should just go there.
Let's deal with all of that right there.
Go where?
To them.
we can't.
To the north? To them?
Oh, you have to go to Slosis regardless.
Yep.
We could, in theory, try to go to like this area and
Colossus.
cross to the peninsula.
You know where I am? I am right here. You can teleport from here, like right to all the way there.
Garbu
so
has
like-
not teleported before, I don't think.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
we
have.
We
Oh,
went from
I must
Ares
have
Gate
not
to,
been there for
we
that
went from
session.
Ares Gate.
I was not there for that session, so I have no recollection.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we teleported from Ares Gate to Slissing.
You guys must have like drugged me before we got in the teleport.
No, you drugged your baby drugged you. What?
You're eating some leather that
Anyway,
had some weird texture to it.
Joseph, Arissa can help Elise. Elise is gonna ask Arissa for help, but the dream spell can make me talk to her. So you know. But I'm gonna ask. Orisa would know this, but I'm telling you, as the former player of Orisa, loving to use Dream, Elise is gonna sit there and just summon a dragon, and it's gonna be, I have bothered you so much, and I'm so sorry, but I need to talk to the girl, and I know it's probably gonna suck ass, but I need to talk to her. If you can help.
You are really unable to get a response at this time.
Motherfucker. Underground it is then.
I would say if you really wanted to get a response, you would have to commune in some form or fashion.
Commune. I'm not a fucking cleric.
What?
Commune with nature.
What?
You got commune. You
Mystic
got
what?
commune. You can't commune my god. Okay, you commune with your god, not mine.
Who says that
I
my
gotta
god
kick
can't
your
talk to
god's
your god?
ass.
Your god sucks. He's dead also.
Well, but he's been dead longer than your god's been a god.
Well, he's dead though.
Why do I feel like this is just a message back and forth? Just, your god's been dead longer than mine. Well, mine's been a god longer than yours.
I said my god's been dead longer than her god's been a god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like it's not that difficult.
Yeah.
it's like your actual parents are probably dead
I mean,
longer
if
than.
you have something that could also do this, it's more of
Ouch.
it's more the fact it's like your patron maybe can't reply or maybe
I could
can't-
also technically cast it into a coin if we have enough diamond dust, and
Yeah,
then give you
anyway.
the coin, and you can cast.
Let Joseph
yourself.
finish so I can listen to what he's
Alright.
offering me.
It's just more of if you can do something even close to that to kind of really get their attention, as it seems at the moment they're busy,
Fire.
pretty much.
Let's see.
Looks an ability to make coins that can cast any of my spells.
I mean, I have
Or
commune with
rock.
nature. I have commune with nature. That's like my 5th level spell. That's the highest I've got. That's like in the ballpark that we're looking for.
Sure.
Unless I want to use planar binding and bind the dragon. I mean, that seems to be overkill.
That wouldn't be a pretty sad, I'll tell you that much. But
No, exactly. That would probably be a bad idea. But like, I guess, and I was crying, but that doesn't really do that either. I guess commune with nature is the best I got.
okay.
Later, blind binding.
I mean, I suppose I cast my commune with nature then and see if that using a spell of that magnitude gets the attention.
The tree near you turns and starts talking to you.
As you're there in
An
the
angry
room,
dwarvish.
you kind of hear the plants themselves as they kind of speak, but they seem to repeat what you were saying, and it kind of gets really dumbed down to need dream to speak, as they all seem to be chanting this. And
Every fucking plant within 3 miles is chanting this apparently.
oh yes, it like, and you can hear them all, like it's echoing harder and harder.
But she didn't have the
And
best
it's like
as good
it's
a perception.
hurting. It's starting to hurt your head till where you just pass out. And we'll see what happens when we come right back from these
Hey.
sponsors that we don't have. Eh, welcome back. So, as we got to the point, at least
Ah,
talking about headaches, you getting like this echoing headache, you pass out. As it feels like you come to, you're just in a dark void.
aha.
But you do hear the sound of somebody crying.
Elise thinks to herself. Mental, like she just goes like her whole body's like. Ugh. Mia did ask for it. With lead in her feet, she makes her way to the voice, to the crying.
At
The
first, no, I'm right here.
I disintegrate the voice, so there she doesn't exist anymore.
She
Roll me
just
dex save.
Garvey, you're just like you're having a conversation with her, and she just turns into a pile of ash.
No, Beth.
No, Bev.
She gets snapped back into existence again. I'm not Beth. Then dies again.
At first you hear like it sounds like the crying is everywhere, but you kind of just start walking, and it slowly starts to kind of get into a solid direction, and soon you kind of see what looks like a spotlight on a little girl curled up into a ball, knees tucked in, just crying.
Elise stands there for like a bit and then gathers herself and goes like, "Here we go." And she just walks closer, making sure that her boots make a sound on the ground, so that she gets noticed.
It doesn't appear so, that she's just
Mm.
still sitting there crying. Your footsteps don't make a sound here.
God damn. Guess we have to do it the hard way. She just gets close and she says, "I'm so sorry." I didn't want it to be this way. But I had an impossible choice. With no good choices. So I chose the one that would at least give us a chance. Because the other alternative would have been dead for everyone. And it's okay if you hate me. I deserve that.
She's still, as you kind of tower over her, she's still sitting there crying.
Elise pulls out of her book one of the drawings that she made of everyone. And she just puts it on the ground in her eyesight.
Is it like that everybody was on the picture?
Yeah. Just like one of the things that we all did together. It's just one of the many things, because she just sort of draws random shit of what happened during the days. And like this is just one of the times that they all did something together. Insert something.
You put it down in front of her and kind of stand back up and watch. And you hear the sound of the paper kind of moving, and as you look back at it, she's not touching it, but you see just the part where Lucy is, where it almost like it just cracks where she is, gets shredded in just that little area.
Okay, I guess you want me to figure it out myself. I get it. I suppose I come here with an option. Either I try to make you a person, a whole, so you can live your life, or we have the option of. So we found an artifact, a bow. It needs a soul. Someone who is neither good nor evil, it's just them. And it could give you purpose. You would always be with us. You could be helpful, I suppose. But you would never be able to live your own life. And I will do whatever you want because I took away the choice from you before. So I will do whatever you want me to do. I will go dig deep underground to give you a soul, a whole soul. Or I will take you to the bow and you can become one with it. It is your choice and not mine. And I will do nothing without you telling me what to do. Whoever you were is gone. So it's up to you who you want to be. But at least you're not dying, which you were before. Although you're dying again now, I suppose. So I guess I failed to achieve what I wanted, but hey. That's life apparently.
Through the crying and the sobs, why did you let me get so close? Why didn't you just push me away like everybody else?
Because I thought I was a better person than I am.
All I wanted to do was find my family. And for a moment, I thought I didn't need to. You guys treated me with such a false life. Brothers, father and a mother, people to look up to. That's what you filled in my head. So tell me, what do I mean to you? She aggressively reaches for the paper and just holds it up, like in your face in a sense. And it's just, what does this broken little girl mean to you?
Someone who needed help and who I wanted to help, but then I betrayed her.
That's what you did. But
That's what I did.
what does she mean to you? Just another random lost pawn? A little duckling for you to use whatever you see fit?
No. I wouldn't bother if it was just that. And you know me, that's the truth. If I didn't care, I wouldn't bother. I don't know what to put it in words, what you mean to, what, like, one word, I don't know. But you're someone I care about enough to go to the ends of the world and beyond to give you a life as I promised. And it's not because I made you a promise, it's because I want you to have a life. And right now, that window is closing. And I'm sorry I made a choice that ended up with you being left behind. When faced with death of 8 people versus knowing I could bring you back, there was no choice. There was only a
And
hope.
what if they lied?
Who lied?
What if the people you allowed to torture me and kill me, what if they didn't give me back?
The thing is with these kind of creatures is that whilst horrible and cruel, they tend to be honest.
What if they did not give me back?
Well, then we'd have to go get you. I mean, that's simple. No? Like how is another question, but
So you're pretty much telling me there's a chance I could come back just to watch you leave me again.
why would I leave you?
Because I wouldn't be the same.
I mean, did we use you for your power before? I specifically never wanted you to use your magic. So why would I keep you around? I never used you for your magic. Because I didn't want you to have it. Like, when did we ever use you for... And she points at the picture for that. You were never used by us. In fact, you wanted to get rid of it all this time. And she looks at him and gets close. At her. My father wanted me to kill you. I refused. He said you were a ticking time bomb. And you were. You were dying. You noticed it yourself, don't deny it. Like, you saw the scales growing every time you used magic. That's why I told you not to. But that's... I never used you or wanted you around because you provided something. You were around because I wanted you to feel like you had a life. The only problem is that it's a very dangerous life, but you were okay with that. And right now we also travel with someone who is incapable of fighting, but that doesn't prevent us from taking her with us. It's just, as long as you're willing to accept the consequences, you can travel with us. So no, I'm not intending on leaving you. Just know that that it's getting more dangerous. And if you're okay with that, you can come with us. And there's always the bow alternative, but I prefer not to do that unless you really want to. Because I want you to have a life. Beyond us as well later. But no, don't ever tell me that we used you. Because we never did.
Do you remember some of the last words I told you right before you tried to leave me?
Some of them, yes.
Afraid that you guys could probably be dead without me.
Well, you went wrong in the end.
You didn't even get to say goodbye to me. What hurt me the most was just how it happened.
Well, we knew we were gonna go into somewhere where it was more dangerous than anything we've ever been and we ever faced. And in the end, we should have never done it. But things that are done are done. But we made a mistake. I made a mistake. One that I'm paying for up until this day, and I will pay for in the future as well. I'm just doing what I can to atone for my sins.
Whatever would be easier, I guess.
No. It's what you want. It's not what I want. As I said, I will go to whatever lengths I need to.
What if you can't get there in time? Or they can't do what they said they could do? Or not willing to? There's at least one option that we know for sure, right?
There's two that we know for sure. It's just that one will cost me dearly, and the other one will take away your physical body. In a way, you would live on forever, I suppose. And I understand that you're not really used to dealing in what ifs and maybes, but I will try anything. And if that thing down, if that thing down there can help us, then, I mean, I don't mistrust the information given to me by the servant of a god. The god of death, from what I can figure. Or the lord, the queen of death, the lord of death, whatever you want to call it. This is all about what you want.
Kind of wipes away her tears. But still just kind of sitting with her knees tucked in and just... I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't want none of y'all to leave me again. And I can't trust the fact if you say you won't, because I'll think about that day. That's been my hell, is watching the ones that I felt like I was getting close to turn their backs on me. And you kind of almost see just a solid image in the background where you could see where I believe it was Nicole at that time, where she was crying. You see Garber with his back turned against the image, which you can assume that you're probably seeing it through Lucy's eyes.
I think I just closed my eyes, still looking down the tunnel.
Yeah, but this is our perspective.
Yeah.
This is her producing the image.
You can see Prime just there. Someone, hard to tell if it looks like she was clutching her weapon or just holding it tightly. An X who seemed battle ready but is extremely hesitant. And the image just gets smaller and smaller until it disappears into darkness.
Elise looks at her. You know what the alternative would have been, right? Or do I need to say it to you?
I figured it had to do with somebody's life, or y'all being able to stay alive.
You know what would have happened if I didn't make my choice?
What?
Don't know if I can produce an image, but if I can, you know the whole Avengers scene where everyone's just dead, like they're just lying there dead, and like Elisa, like if she can manipulate, she like tries a little bit, but the scene of everyone dead in that tunnel, the creatures feasting on them as she saw them feasting outside, and then her being taken away, also to be killed,
It
to be shut out and
it kind of like takes a moment, as this is like unfamiliar territory.
yeah.
And it's kind of like you're trying to put the things to work, and then when you're able to like figure it out, you put it on a display. You know,
Yeah, it's like unadulterated. It's like right out there.
yeah, like all of them dead in the tunnels being feasted on. It even for me, I'll say you even took it far enough to show you as well, like dying in a sense.
Mm.
And her still being dragged away with no sense of a savior, unlike how it is now.
Mm. This is what it would have been if I resisted.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The creature mentioned her to you before you brought her up, right? Because it already sensed her there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it
It
probably.
offered me the deal for my sister and everyone else. Oh no, I added you all in. It was originally for my sister only, but I added you guys all in
Yeah,
because I felt like it felt like it was too light of a deal for me.
yeah. You convinced your father to spill whatever secrets he told, so he could walk free,
Mm.
and then, at the very end, like, okay, that's it. All right, bye. What about your sister? And like, and
Oh no, what about the other person? I
Yeah.
had to assume it was my sister.
Yeah, and so they clearly already knew about Lucy.
Mm.
So, anyways,
And she, like as Elise shows it, this is what I saw. What happened to people? This is what would have happened. I chose an option that was cruel to you, but with salvation at the end. The alternative would have been worse. But that doesn't take away your suffering.
out of everything I suffered, it only hurt more that I didn't get to hear any of y'all's voices when I said goodbye.
Well,
Just
maybe you get a chance to say hello instead.
do what you think is best. I don't want it to be difficult anymore.
I don't care if it's difficult. Everything is difficult. Everything will become more difficult. The question is, in the end,
Okay.
do you want to be close, or do you want to be you?
That really just makes really fucking sense. The way that all that rolled. Alright.
We don't know what it is.
I know.
It's not fair.
Well, it wouldn't have made sense regardless, but it made sense to me.
Mm.
If If you can make me alive again, I would appreciate it. I'm just scared that you will abandon me again, and I will have technically lost a third family.
I mean, as long as you're okay with the potential of death. Because I'm like, there might be. You know what's coming. You don't. Well, you don't. Yeah, you know what's coming. It's not gonna be safe. But then again, nowhere's gonna be safe. So there's no point in leaving you anywhere.
Okay.
I know that the weapon is the easy way out. And it will unlock power. But I feel like that's a disservice to you as a person. To be used as a weapon. Because that's exactly what you didn't want to be seen as, no? Or am I mistaken?
At this point, I don't even know myself.
Well, wouldn't you want to find out?
I just didn't want to be alone anymore.
But you were kind and courageous. You showed kindness to others when, when I wouldn't. You know, I'm a selfish person. We all know that.
I guess I'll just
So-
wait here then.
Well, I have 10 days. Oh, well, 9. I am not sure about any of this and if I will get what I want. As you said, like, there is doubt in me, of course. Like, I don't know if I can convince whatever's down there to give us what we want.
No problem to take it by force.
You can feel everything kind of getting fuzzy. Almost like you're starting to wake up.
Mm. I don't want to take the easy way out, but it's the safest. No, it is like, no. I want to give you a choice, a life. As I said. I will go underground. See you soon.
As you kind of wake up, your head hurts. Kind of push
Ow.
yourself off the floor.
Face first, like,
You hear Jathler in the background still yelling.
He's not a happy person, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at her, as she just kind of lies there on the table, you can just see what was once already tears that are already been shed.
I think at least like sits there and like nervously rubs her hands, like her, how do you call it, like her fingers against each other and just goes, okay, it's time to go do stupid thing. And she just goes around and looks for Paragon, like, what the fuck? I need to go now.
Paragon is actually outside, like having the box itself is already almost done. The people, when being described this, made a coffin.
Oh, fantastic. Elise comes outside, looks at it. That's
But
totally not fucking grim.
it looks very comfortable, and she's like, I know. I tried explaining that, but this is what they did. And with a short amount of time, I feel like it's not really an option to be judgmental on what is totally not what I asked for. And like a little bit of kind of fire erupts a little bit, and they're just like, as they were like trying to get the rest of it covered, they just like shriek a little bit, and she's sorry.
I look at Jetlor and I'm like, hey, I figured gun Jetlor. See, you're not the only one.
Nevertheless, I can only hope safe travels, and I was told about what cities might pretty much be unsaved.
I talked to I forget. I'm just gonna call her by the way Elise refers to as her in head. I talked to Hot Spring Lady, and I said to her as well, I think with what's coming, spending people on what's lost seems like a bad idea. Like the enemy will be at your own gates. So
Gazareth. But yeah, no, there's way too many.
So it's like, and we are on our own quest to learn some knowledge about dragon kind, from what it seems like. And I am sidetracked immensely, but it's something I have to do. But to me, what I've seen from those cities, they are the enemies of whatever's coming. And potentially they will keep them a part of his army busy, because he does not like them.
Well, we'll try to figure out
How
what
many
to
people
do.
would we lose? How many people would you lose trying to take the cities back? So many.
A lot.
And then once you're all weakened and beaten down, you're victorious in those cities, then all the undead will rise. And whoever's left will just get annihilated.
Also, there's a lot of bodies in those cities, so there's probably going to be a lot of undead.
The only thing we can think of at the moment is if we can manage to round up any sort of survivors, if without losing anybody, and try to just build up this island to be able to support all these people.
I'll just know that you're also looking for enemies within, because we don't know what kind of corpses this creature's talking about, or what kind of army he's talking about, but he said everything will be attacked. And he seemed to be from a time way back.
That's something we'll also have to keep a wary on. So, you stay safe.
Probably won't be, but I'll do my best.
If it's alright with you, I'll go get her.
And he's nuts.
She turns around and pretty much, not that you'd see most of it, but it's like as she's walking through, it's kind of like she's just having a one-sided conversation with her. But as she comes out, and it's just, you'll be fine. So don't worry. As she puts her in there. I'll keep track where you are. And if anything happens, I'll come get you myself. Kind of stands back as they nail the lid shut to make sure nothing falls out.
God damn it!
And
I was
she-
gonna ask.
And she's
Are there
just,
air holes?
yes.
Okay.
And if there wasn't,
Someone's like, "Oh wait, I forgot to add some," and starts just stabbing the box to add air holes.
no, like if there
God.
wasn't, she kind of like morphs her hand into like her dragon claw and just kind of like puts holes, but in a delicate way.
Just
Given the like the carpenter's the deaf eye the whole time, just looking at him like
Jethro's like, "Oh, we breaking stuff off the fly."
elbow drop. And as he does
That's
the
in the
elbow drop, he
background,
turns
you
into a
hear-
dragon. Ah, bam! Oh my god!
And then you hear an Alexa go off in the background.
Yeah. Ding 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 ding. Anyways,
I had
Sorry.
a look over my
So-
nervous when you said that.
I
We
will
can't
look at
stay in
Barry.
sad mood for too long.
I look at Barry and say, "Tell them where I'm going." But I'm going now because time is of the essence.
I will do that.
And I will just leave with her and just make my way to the Red Mafia. No.
All I'm saying is, if you end up having to fight that thing, it's not going to be a pleasant fight one-on-one.
I'm not gonna fight it. That's the whole point. Like, the thing is, like, you have to imagine this. You cannot bully an entity of that
What if that's
magnitude.
how you get its power source, though? What if there is
Yeah,
no
Bullying.
talking to it?
This is
What if it's just a?
it has now become a
unfeeling-
Dark Soul game.
What if
Yeah.
it's just an unfeeling,
I'm just rolling.
non-sentient bug?
I am just rolling until I dodge all the abilities. I just keep rolling.
So while that's happened, the rest of you make it into Eastbourne. It is late. Garber, you do have received a message. She didn't send it immediately, but she did send it before we got too late, and just Elise had left early to go to the undergrounds. Please check on her. Make sure she's okay in her travel. Because who knows what she might have to face down there.
Probably that general guy.
I mean, he's like a fucking
Thank
noodle
you for
compared
letting
to what
us
we're gonna
know.
face.
Watch, he's like morphed himself with
Oh.
the bug, and you get down there,
Yeah.
and he's just like, "I'll kill you," with like, he's part bug. Like what's the King
What did he have
Candy
sex with
from?
the bug?
No, I was more
Yeah.
thinking King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph, not whatever Cole's thinking.
Look, Cole, the second tentacle daddy came into picture. That's all he's been about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
But anyways,
No.
as you
God damn
receive
it.
that message, what do you guys do for the night?
Okay, I guess I need to message Elise. Elise, we made it to Eastbourne. Do you want us to try to meet you at Ironmare? I don't think we'll be there soon. Talk to you.
Elise responds, "No, it's fine. You can stay in the city, the big city. I have to go. I only have 9 days. I will hear as I will. It's like I have 9 days. I'll do my best, knowing I have limited messages."
She said to stay in the big city.
Looks around Eastbourne.
I mean, let's see.
Yeah.
Probably means Celestis or Raka.
I mean, in theory, we could probably continue heading on to the next dragon thingy.
It's like over here, isn't it? Or no, it's in the islands.
We could
I mean, you could do
continue
this,
on towards Seafair probably and just let her know
Stormfair.
tomorrow. Climb our domain fair.
For God's sake, for Babahoot's sake, I swear I will introduce you to Ocean.
Bahamut
it.
is dead.
Yeah, I need a new patron anyways, I guess, since mine's dead. Keeps getting
Or
brought
you-
up.
The pigeon
Anyway.
just sits on your shoulder. Your god is dead.
Your god's
I'll hit-
dead, and I eat
I'll
the
hit-
pigeon.
I'll heal Tiamat as the pigeon gets eaten.
Oh,
I mean,
So
you
I,
can
I
go.
guess we should probably just continue on towards Storm Fair, and maybe let her know that we're heading that way. We could stop in Raqqa and visit the restaurant, I guess.
I do want to stop there.
I don't
stop,
know.
I guess. I
Also,
got.
your bow talks to you?
No,
Huh?
no, it doesn't.
It talked to you, past tense?
Yes, sort of.
Is that normal? I
No.
look at Ace.
Do you know what this is?
And yeah, and I pull out the casting I have of a portion of the bow.
Did you think it would be normal?
No, I didn't think it would talk.
You're a smith, right?
Yeah. Didn't I make you a crossbow?
You did. That's not
Yeah.
really smithing. That's a bowyer, but we're not gonna get into that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, technically, it would be a bowyer. It wouldn't be a smith. You might get some of your flames.
I'm a creator, okay?
Okay. I'm just saying, technically, like, that's not. If we want to be lore, no, I'm just kidding.
I made the
Uh,
cart we're sitting in. Do you think
I-
that's a smith's job?
I mean, the cart's parked now, so you guys
I
can
mean,
get
I'm a
out
master
anytime now.
blacksmith, but I'm also, I mean, we just went
do
through a drive-through. Now we're sitting in the cart eating our food, okay?
We go into the tavern. You don't have to sit.
I think all of these weapons may need souls.
Do you think the evil king guy is the soul in the shield, and that's why he's out there?
I don't know. What does Prime think? Let me. Hold on. Yeah, does Prime think that? Can I like roll for that? Would that make any sense at all?
That the evil king is in the shield?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the nameless
Like
king?
Yeah.
I
You
really
know,
think,
It wouldn't, would it?
from what you know of what the bow's desire or want is, that
Yeah, that
wouldn't
would
make
make
sense.
sense.
It would be like putting your soul in the bow, but then you can't be alive if.
No, I don't think
Jeez, well,
the champions aren't chosen that way. It doesn't work that way. To be honest, I'm not sure that there's not a problem with the soul in his things.
Any ideas on how to get the shield from him?
Probably kill him.
kill him. Oh,
Any idea on how to do that?
Shoot him a whole lot.
I don't
hit
do
him
that.
really hard.
I can maybe do that.
I have to be careful.
Why?
Nope, she ain't gonna say shit.
Insight check.
Okay,
Although
do I do?
have to be
What
careful.
do I do for that?
22.
I mean,
I'm not gonna try to lie to him. I'm just not gonna say anything.
all it is he
Trying
would
to read why she isn't saying it something.
he would know that maybe you, like, there was something that you probably could have brought up, but you're withholding, but he can't tell what.
Okay.
You're a changeling, aren't you? No.
Yes.
Fooled me
What?
once. Shame on me.
What the hell are you? What are you talking
Fooled me
about?
twice.
No.
Shame on you.
Wouldn't it still be shame on you?
Let's just
What?
say there are some sacrifices I can't be willing to make.
You need to kill one of us?
No, I don't need to kill any of you. I will tell you that honestly.
Do I believe her?
I mean, if she needed to kill one of us, she would have killed one of us already.
Nope.
So you do need to kill me.
No, I'm not killing you. If I wanted to, you'd be dead.
Checks out. I'm pretty sure you could kill me and Eighth, and Dwayne probably wouldn't care. I look over.
Oh, I might care for you.
I'm pretty sure you could kill Eighth and Dwayne won't
Yeah.
react.
He's rolling.
You look over and you just now realize that. Make a. I don't know how to
Use
actually
his
go
name
against
again. You're supposed to say
this.
X.
Just do.
sorry.
I guess an insight would probably be the best sort of combative against this.
Does he need to
Okay.
At
also?
least doing something
Oh.
serious while getting
So
murdered on the cart.
you see as he has his draconic weapon and he's using the hilt as a prop as he's just staring at you.
Yeah,
You
he's
gotta stop
definitely
using-
okay with some grievous injury, if not death.
You gotta stop using his actual name. It's X.
That just feels like I'm referring to Clarence's exes to me.
He has
What was
one
that about
X.
Clarence?
Clarence has like a few exes.
Do they live in Texas?
Well,
No.
they lived in like Chrisport and a couple other places.
That was the
but
only one! There was no other ones. He tried to hook up with one, and it did not end well.
they're dead anyways, so.
You don't know that.
You're a little morbid lately.
Oh, how are you doing? Are you okay? Did you make it out of Chrisport?
Did you send
Clarence
the
wanted me to
message?
check in on you. Yeah.
He did
Are
the thing,
you
dude.
fucking?
Wow!
He literally-
Monster noises just come back.
Yep.
Love you.
Okay. I need you.
You don't know that. He could be having sex right now.
I
That could be the
need-
monster
Oh,
noise.
I don't know why he's rolling as a giant eagle. Oh, I know.
Ogue was actually the undercover
Ogue was
entity
a
the whole
giant
time.
No, I
Ogue's
have
the
the token
entity is
lit up.
what I
That's why.
said.
I need you to just guess odd or even.
Even.
You just saved Oak's life.
He looks so
As-
He's like,
disappointed.
I'm
So-
in Cruxburn.
I would.
You
as
let me
you-
know
More
when you
you
guys
said
are on the
odd.
way.
You said this right, and
He's more of a Fletcher.
Yeah, he wasn't a bowyer, he was a
No,
fletcher.
he's a Fletcher, yeah.
He made the arrows and bolts, not the bows and crossbows.
Alright, we can be nerds later.
why don't you tell him to come by? I have some extra things he could use.
I think he's okay, but horny.
What? Wait, you decided to message him now?
Yes.
Hold on. What the fuck?
I'm
are
very
you talking
confused.
about?
Clarence is
One of the.
ex?
You're confused?
Yes.
What?
Why did you mess? He messaged.
Isn't Clarence like 14?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Also, is
I'm
he a
Destiny.
goblin? An actual
Yeah.
goblin? Okay.
And it
And
was a
he-
giant half-orc man.
Oh. Okay. I mean, whatever he
Smelled
likes.
of coconut oil.
I mean, I don't. I have
That's
fur.
true.
It doesn't. I don't need.
That shit got everywhere. I think the cart started smelling like coconut oil.
Did not need to
We
know
kind
that.
of needed a new cart, so this worked out.
You
in a
guys
weird
need
way.
to seek help,
Yes.
especially Clarence. Apparently,
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck the big deal was with
DM,
coconut oil. What the hell?
Was that his same voice, or was there anything wrong with it?
He's a demon guy? Yeah. Hey, could Clarence hook
Does-
up with a demon guy?
Is Garbu familiar enough to know that that wasn't his normal voice?
Wouldn't Garbu
Mm.
know if it was talking to a freaking demon? You're a cleric, bro. It's your only job.
Not really.
Oh my god.
A message doesn't define who they're being sent to and from. It's just I just need to know the
So-
recipient.
Alright, so that didn't know I needed. We were gonna message Og, but
Hey, you
wait,
guys brought
Okay.
it up. I could check with like others.
Can we go to bed?
No.
I got.
Okay.
Yes. Can we stay in the inn?
I don't know.
Yes,
Prime.
that's what we
Eight-
paid for.
If I
Yes.
can, why don't we have a walk?
Is this X?
Yes.
Yep. Dwayne
I-
asked you.
Does he look threatening?
Up,
Is he gonna try to
same.
stab me and kill me?
I
He's
think a
gonna
good
stab
question
you.
is when does he not look threatening and menacing? That's honestly that's his
When-
entire thing is to do always look threatening.
Just remember,
If
big
you-
boy, I'm not as easy to meet as I look. And then we'll leave.
Okay. Garber, remind me tomorrow. I have to speak with the leader, or the sheriff, I guess.
The guard captain.
So
Yeah.
as they gather the room, you and X kind of walk around a little bit, and this is like through the town. I've been debating if I wanted to give you some guidance. And you
I'll
notice
take what
as
you
he's
offer.
walking with you, like, there's no sheath for it, but he just walks with in his hand his draconic weapon. The thing that, yes, you're right. It needs a voice. It can be anybody. As you kind of like, both of you, like, as he kind of stops, so you kind of stop too, and he just like looks at somebody random as they're just like kind of sweeping, and he's like, you could snatch that person right here and now, and it would work just fine. The thing is, these weapons come with a sense of past. Typically, you would want to find somebody who could benefit and help the wielder, not just you, but somebody after you, and somebody after them, and so on and so forth.
So older people?
No, not older people.
That's what he meant. I was-
No.
The voice inside this is a bloodlusted warrior. Cares nothing else but the love of combat. He helps me in fights. Keeps me sharp. But that's all he's good at, because that's all the weapon itself is good at. You seem to have a very unique opportunity. I don't know why it doesn't have one, as these are old, ancient weapons that I've been told. I don't know much about it. Only you do. Just as though you don't know much about this. Only I do. You have your secrets that you're supposed to keep, and I have mine. All I can say is read what it says, what it's trying to tell you, and find someone who helps benefits from that, who can benefit you and the next wielder. Does that make sense?
I mean, as much as it could. I still not sure how trapping a little girl would be a benefit to anybody.
You can't think about it about who is being trapped. It's about what they get to live for. Living inside these weapons, they get to witness what they desired the most. Again, mine is a warrior, hungers for battle. So why do you think I'm so eager to always get into a fight?
I did have a revelation of sorts. I know this is going to require sacrifices. And I think I'm ready for that.
Wherever you pick, it'll be your call. They can't be undone.
I'll remember that.
You better. Because this is my only warning to you. And I'm not doing this out of the kindness of my heart. Because if you could find it, I'd give props to you. I'm doing it from one wielder to another.
Prime's gonna reach out her hand like for a handshake.
He looks back and then he just kind of takes his weapon and puts it out, almost like kind of more of like, you know how people fancy would, bang glasses, right?
Okay.
It's more like, no, I don't want a handshake. I want a wielder to a wielder type shake.
I'll take my bow. I'll tap him with my bow.
And just a sense of familiarity, I can't even really say it, kind of washes over both
He gets
of you.
instantly absorbed into the bow.
No.
You accidentally chose his soul.
Oh my god.
Just an understanding of each other a little bit.
Oh,
He-
and
He's...
X,
Go ahead. What?
they're not gonna let the name thing go.
If they're missing a tongue, they will be.
Okay, sorry.
But he kind of starts walking his own way. But you do get the sense that
Time to look at what spells don't require a verbal component.
Oh my god.
while
All of them.
while you were told, to be balanced, you can sense he is just one side of the scale.
So, what's the tallest thing in my view?
He would, if you're wanting a man-made object, it would probably be, I would say probably one of the barracks. But if you're just looking for a tall object, the trees around here are decently taller than the village itself.
I want to try to find the tallest tree and get to the very top.
Easy enough. With the wind blowing a little bit, you can't get to the extreme tippy top, but you get really relatively close, especially being a more feline agile.
I want to go out on a long branch and sit cross-legged and then put my bow in my hands. I want to try to talk to it again, or at least commune with it.
Okay.
I have an option for a voice. It means taking the ability of a person to grow and prosper away. Instead gives them a stable environment and a way to continue on. What say you?
It doesn't respond with words, but just feelings. It desires a voice. But it's not desperate. It wants to communicate to the wielder, but wants to also be reserved. As you were told to be balanced, it feels a little bit unbalanced, and it's just wanting to be balanced again. And all its emotions, you feel both sides of the spectrum. Not heavy, just a little bit of good and a little bit of bad. I would say if to really sum it all up, it wants to be able to communicate with you. It needs a voice. It needs to be able to speak to you about everything. And you kind of get a glimpse again of when that angel was showing you images of itself, and through battles that you've never even heard or seen before. And again, some of it while it was in the fight, some of it while it was watching from a distance.
Does anything I remember from with the angel or that kind of stuff jog anything about why this bow wouldn't have had a voice when, you know what I mean?
When you think about it,
Yeah.
it tries to show you.
Okay.
But the images just doesn't quite make sense. It shows, again, being perched somewhere watching a fight from a distance. It understands its wielder wants to go and join, but has to stay back, has to pick and choose on what it can and cannot do. And then just everything went white. And then it went dark. And then the bow tries to indicate an emptiness in the darkness. And then when everything came back, you see it in the form of a very familiar city that you was in to get the bow, but it speed through people going through, people passing by, different places zooming around.
Like a time lapse.
Yeah. I would say you kind of understand, like, whatever that white and black thing was, whatever happened at that point in time, the angel then got stuck or chose to, as it tried to describe to you, can't let it fall. But it's now part of the statue.
Is that the, like, do I snap out of it or?
It's all of that was almost a somewhat instant thing.
Okay.
It's like you thought, like, I wonder, and it responded, but because it doesn't have words, it tries to show you rapid images.
Put my bow back on my back. Then I'll get up. And I'll cast Animal Messenger. I want to get a rat.
Okay.
And I want to look at the rat and I want to be like, just go up to him and pretend like you don't see him. He's not even there.
Okay. Garber. You are talking to Aeth. You guys are trying to figure out which rooms to take. Who's getting what rooms. Right? And Aeth kind of goes back between you and the tavern keep. And you notice a cling, if you will. And you look down and there's a rat, like it hits your leg, but then it kind of looks around like it's confused. It looks like it's trying to move forward, but it's unsure why it can't continue moving. It keeps hitting something, which is your foot.
What's the floor in this building made of?
Wood.
Oh, dang. Dispel magic. Thinking the rat will just disappear.
Does
You-
it disappear?
As you cast that, the rat just kind of like shakes, like, a little bit of magic kind of went over it. Just kind of looks around.
I'm like holding my shield up over my face. Scared that this thing's gonna kill me.
It starts to rapidly climb you.
And spirit guardians.
So we're thinking. All right. So what are you thinking on? What the hell are you doing?
All of these images of junk just quickly
Targeting
fly.
rats only.
True, but as all of this appears, and
I just want to specify I'm not killing all the
it-
commoners in the tavern.
it does phase through the materials of the wall and stuff like that, but it's incredibly freaky as Garber's like freaking out, and in a weird way, it takes the Guardians a moment as it looks like as they tried to go and hit it is like dodging left and right, going up your armor. You see it like it even kind of goes down, and then you feel a wetness all over
If
you.
you still have prestidigitation,
Absolutely
Get-
not.
Get out! What is all this? What are you doing in here? What is all of this?
I'm sorry. It was his allergies.
Allergies
believe
my
in poor
ass.
Look,
You're not gonna let him roll for it?
I'm gonna. I want this to build up more.
A man of faith.
Oh.
A man of faith sometimes has some religious allergies. Look.
Go ahead and make a deception on that. I'm
you know
gonna
what, we should be
say
complaining because they have a rat infestation. in
with
this end.
disadvantage because of the fact that nobody ever saw this.
Guidance.
Double nat 20. Oh!
with.
I said guidance before he rolled.
Oh my
Oh.
god! Why do you do this to me?
25.
Yes.
Tell him to quit it. His sneeze shouldn't be lasting this long. Tell him to quit it.
Yeah, you can drop
Technically,
your
it
allergies.
disappeared as soon as I cast guidance.
Okay,
Actually, that's
he
true.
dropped it. Yeah.
Don't.
Ow.
Not another word. If you guys don't go to sleep right now, I'm gonna kick your ass out. Do we understand each other?
I lay down where I am.
Damn it, not there! You meant the room!
He said, "Don't say a word. Go to sleep right now." Garbu's just like,
Drag him up
Slept
the
in worse
stairs.
places.
I'm gonna say this would have cost you like 5 silver, but it's now bumped up to 10 gold, or you guys gotta leave.
Is it worth it?
I'm not the one who
Well-
summoned a freaking rat for someone who's currently
I assume
scared of
when
rats.
does Prime get back compared to
I
the
got
rat?
it. I got it.
I would have said you would have took your time, because you wanted the
Oh,
rat
yeah,
to
you're probably
probably.
right. You're probably right. That's true.
Yeah.
I do
Fuck
like
it.
that Ace has to pay for it 'cause he's group debt.
You don't have problems with fucking anything else but rats. What the hell?
I just widened my eyes, still not saying a word.
The
I
mouse
wonder if he
That was
thinks
cool.
rats
that
were
Say
involved in the
anything.
pastry shop.
the mouse that's still hiding in his armor. It's just like there's a war going on, and it's like this guy's a threat,
That's
killing
like-
my kind.
God.
He's gonna go full autism Sherlock Holmes and be like, the rats were in the walls at the pastry shop.
Eventually, this will happen if it keeps up.
Is
As
the pastry
Garbu's
shop
just
gone?
being driven slowly insane. Oh,
Just
it
go-
most certainly is. Or it's controlled by monsters currently. I've sent a message
to-
to the person in charge, and they're like, "Yeah, I got a special pastry for you."
Oh no, they're dead.
Oh, good. Just Og happened to survive because he happened to know us.
He rolled for it.
Just go to the room, Garbu.
I just nod and leave.
The voice is just. I'm
In
being.
the room, I
Alright.
just start cleaning my armor instantly.
I'm surrounded by children
Excuse
and
you.
rats.
Who are you telling that I am a child or a rat?
Is that the voice?
Yes.
Listen, it's been a long day, and I just watched him use spirit guardians to kill a rat.
He killed another rat?
That's Primarcha.
Yes, and we almost got kicked out of we almost got kicked out of the tavern.
I thought you were good with animals.
Why do you think I'm
Yeah.
good with animals?
Him, not you. Are you calling
Garbu's
him an
in
animal?
the room already.
No.
Oh, I didn't know you were under.
Yeah, yeah.
Eighth sent me to the room.
Eighth sent him to his room. So, as the night winds down, day.
Actually, that's the first time that Prime heard that one of the rats died, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because
Never mind.
you wouldn't know.
Retcon the entire conversation.
Well,
So
I mean,
you
you can
walk
still
in and
you can
hear
still say
Eighth
retcon,
say,
like he
"Garbu
killed
killed a
another
rat."
rat. But anyways,
Oh, true.
at least
Gaslight.
Mm.
for you, you pretty much spent that whole day getting around Chrisport, trying not to, and again, this was the other day, try not to, get noticed by anything. Went to Iron Mare, noticed some of the people are gone. You do know that it's because they're withdrawing, but they can't do it in big crowds. But one of them, who happens to be a guard of the mines, you ask, like, well, I need to get to this place, and he offers to at least help give you some sort of assistance to get at least close enough to that area, because that whole area has not only been blocked off but buried since you guys came out. So I would say for that whole part of the day of you just kind of clearing as much as you can until it opens back up.
I mean, I can just I can stone shape and be a giant badger if I feel like it. How much did they bury it?
It's more of like collapsed a good part of it because they didn't want nothing to come back. So
Yeah, I mean, I can just turn it into a massive. Like, what's the biggest burrowing creature in D&D? The biggest burrow creature D&D.
Trask.
well,
oh my
no,
god, that's not even burrow.
that's
That's
a
just
glorified
break through.
T-Rex.
Do they have a burrow speed?
No,
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
They
I thought
do?
it did.
I'll look.
No.
'Cause
They probably do. Like half of the dragons have burrow speed.
So I have two options. I can either summon an earth elemental, or I can turn into a giant badger. I don't think I'll just do the giant badger.
It lasts 4 hours.
So I guess I just dig my way through the collapse.
according to this, they only have movement speed, no burrow.
Oh my god.
Who does? Tarasks?
Yeah.
Grass.
Yeah,
That's
Tarasks don't
dumb.
burrow.
Also,
But,
I saw a very interesting point. Most animals that have spikes on their back are because they have a predator that they need spikes to defend them from. The Trask's back was covered in spikes, so what's its predator?
Probably like an astral juggernaut, whatever the fuck that thing is. Big ass crabby boy.
Sorry, just an interesting thought to
Yeah.
ponder.
Well, or at least to defend from gold trying to eat it. I don't know.
So, but yeah, that's kind of what you were doing. It was just spending a lot of the times getting it open and then coming back to get the box to continue. So yeah, on day 44, how are you traversing this?
Also, this is what I get for the gosh dang potatoes last campaign. This is what I get.
You're damn right.
Damn right, son.
What do you do to kind of traverse the caverns as you're descending?
What's the? I think for a, like land animal, the fastest is a horse, if I'm not mistaken. Let me do some fucking.
As you figure that out, guys, you all wake up. What do you do?
Any rats?
I'm gonna go see the. I was gonna go see the guard captain.
I'm not gonna overplay it. I'm gonna slow roll it.
But
They're gonna get
Garbu
rats in your
instantly.
freaking sleep.
Garbu just instantly starts looking for any rats.
There is
This is gonna
none
turn
so
into a
far.
phobia.
It already is at this point. I'll put
if-
my armor on, and while I'm doing it, keep my eyes peeled.
It takes you a little bit longer of getting the stuff on. You had to redo it twice because as you were heavily focused the first time around, you were putting things that that didn't belong, and you're like, wait, this doesn't help, and you gotta like take it off to try to redo it. 8th, you do find the guard captain as you got up pretty early.
I'm gonna go let him know about the possible threat. Or not entirely, but there's a possible threat that's gonna be coming in that they should probably relocate towards the Losses.
You tell them about like the Zetham threat or the undead threat.
The undead threat. I think he knows about the Zetham threat.
I would say he kind of would ask you almost that same kind of type of question, like you talking about the one that in Zetham we were just told to not send any travelers up that way.
Different threat.
Okay, what is this threat?
Why not? Undead. The undead variety.
Dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pissed off ghost that wants to kill everyone because it feels like everything is not as it used to be.
Right. And what do you want us to do?
I would say possibly start relocating towards the Losses for your own safety.
You expect me to believe an undead's coming after us specifically?
There is.
Going after
There is
everyone,
flesh-
not you specifically.
They're coming after everyone. It's not just here. It's just for your own safety. In the town.
Do you know how hard it would be to move an entire village? Do you know how long that would take? And the supplies needed?
Well, you got about 40 days. 41 days to 40 days.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh. Right here.
Net one.
Yeah.
Only you had somebody who was terrified of rats with you to guide you.
12.
I mean, close
Yeah,
to
I
that one.
figure. Yeah, very close.
Could have been closer. Could have been 10.
Could have been closer, yeah.
I'll make some notes and we'll see what we can do. Speaking of notes, did you ever get that one delivered?
Not yet. Getting to it though. Been busy with things.
We'll look into it. Thanks for the warning, citizen.
They're all dead. They're all dead. I figured it out. I'm gonna stone shape a sled under the coffee. And then very unceremoniously put a rope with like a horse bit. And then I'm gonna turn myself into a horse, bite onto the thing, and then haha, run down the hallway in the direction where we originally went.
Fucking suggested that 2 hours
Wait.
ago, and then you said this is a little Norsey.
Yeah. I have, I have stolen your juju. It is now my juju.
So as you
Take away.
as you make your way, just make a I would either say an athletics to go strong and use force to try to keep the sled from like pretty much bopping and like turning over and all this, or athletics to while you are trying to be speedy about it, you're trying to be more cautious to things, and if you see something to quickly like try to slow to Make sure something doesn't happen.
Let's see. Horse. Horse stats.
Honestly, you had 2 draft horses you could probably have used.
Did he ask for horse stats?
I know horse stats.
Horse.
There
found
are,
the stats.
they have a plus, or a draft horse has a +4 in strength.
No, we're going normal horse because the normal horse is 20 feet faster per round.
Okay.
Yeah, speed is of the essence. And then I will give myself my bonus. 13.
So.
Gotta go fast.
It's not the greatest slide at all, but
No.
you're glad that.
Let's see the metal box.
Well, a comfy box.
I mean, it was jostled around versus being tortured and killed.
After is relative.
But
you're telling
you tried to make pace.
So, whenever I come past the place where we fell off the cliff, do I see Claire's underwear still lying there?
Oh, at this point, no.
God.
God damn it.
No, no.
That
That
would've been
general
fun.
guy. That general guy came back just to collect it.
It would have been nothing would
correct.
make me laugh more than being able to collect this underwear, and at some point when we ever meet to be like, hey, I found this.
You do kind of stop for a second
Oh.
to kind of like the area seems familiar, and you just kind of like slow at the moment, taking everything in. Nothing seems to be awry. None of these creatures from before, and so you just kind of pick up pace, and you're now at least in unfamiliar territory to
Mhm.
you. So, as you continue to travel,
Some horse.
okay. For the moment, it seems as a not bad path as you continue.
Wait.
So, for the rest of you, as you all get up, if you told the guard captain about a future threat, you seems as though he kind of believes you, but it's just like one of those. It always seems like whenever you come, there's always some sort of threat or danger that happens to be posing the village.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, what do you guys do?
Do you do?
What do you boys think?
We should probably start getting ready to head down.
So are we heading to Stormfair?
I thought that was the plan.
It's either that or Zosis. We can continue on to Sharnwick, but
I think Stormfair would be the best option.
it'll be a few days still.
Yeah.
Because
It
you
will
can
be.
go, you can do.
We know
45.
that it's one of the islands over here, right?
You know it's a island, not a specific island.
I thought we knew which side it was on.
No,
Whether it was on this side or this side.
you knew.
We know the
you
island,
know
but we
it
don't
was
know which side though.
Because I even showed that to you. You know it's here. It's just you don't
That's
know.
what I was asking.
Yeah, you don't
'cause
know
I
which
didn't
island.
remember. Listen, I feel like it's been months since that was revealed.
It's
so.
fine. That's why we made a
Yeah.
picture of it and put it in the
Yeah.
map section
Where?
in Discord
Mm.
on the map.
Discord.
I'm looking.
Map.
Oh, I see it.
So
Because in theory, we could go to this split here and then head north and try to figure out which island, but I don't know. Might be better to go to Sharnwick, not Sharnwick, Stormfair, and see if they have any info.
Well, we also can wait for Elise there.
Also, have you guys been being stalked by rats?
What the hell are you talking about? No,
Just
they're
leave-
animals.
I
You're
swear
being
No, I
they
think you're-
stalked
what?
You're gonna
rat
what?
stalking.
I-
I've killed like
I-
3.
I mean, I think
You
that
sure you-
says more about the establishments we are going to than anything else, right?
The
Yeah,
one
usually.
yesterday jumped on me.
Did you
He
have
did
food
what?
on you?
You know I did.
Oh, so
Then if
You
I
you
smell the
felt the
food,
vibration when it exploded.
yeah, I did. I said, did you have food on you though?
No,
you're saying you didn't have any food on your person at all?
in my bag of holding, but it's in another dimension. At
Is
least
it
according to
smell-proof?
my understanding.
Prime, make a perception check.
Yeah.
I sniffed the bag of holding real hard.
You sniffed a bag of holding.
24.
You meant
Man.
it's smell proof?
There. Carver hasn't cleaned his armor since a little bit.
Yes, I just said that I took it off and cleaned it last night.
Yeah, last night, but like even this morning, you see crumbs from breakfast.
Can I just pick up the crumbs and like hold them out to him and be like,
As soon as I see it, I'm gonna try and eat it right out of your hand.
no, bad Garbu.
Let's
Anyway,
get the
you should
to the
probably
card.
just let this go. You seem kind of
7.
unhinged.
She probably does snatch the crumb away from me.
I don't have
she
to do a
can roll
dex check
lower.
against it. Fine, I'll do.
I
I don't think I can.
Prime can. Prime is great.
Oh my god!
god!
Why are
Did you
you
get it?
whispering every single roll? Meets
Oh,
it, beats it.
Yeah,
It's
fucking rolling
both of
private
y'all
here.
rolled 7.
Meets it, beats it. Or are we doing rollies?
We'll do it again.
Yeah, do it again. Why not?
Do it again.
Like, she went up and you went down,
Oh dang!
and then you try to jump up for it, and then
Done.
she was able to pull back.
2 feet tall.
Why did you jump?
Wait, it's food.
You said you didn't have any food on you.
They're in my bag of holding.
What about those crumbs?
That's still food.
And you don't have any food on you?
Why are you not killing rats?
I killed it because it jumped on me.
Just swipe it away. Why did you have to kill
Yeah,
it?
it's a rat. You're an
And I had to
all-powerful
pay
being.
9.5 more gold because of that.
I tried. It was in my armor.
It was in. Okay, all right. Let's just go get in the wagon.
Are you telling me that if a rat jumped on you and climbed under your clothes, you wouldn't try and kill it?
Have you seen how tight my clothes are?
That's what I'm saying.
Prime, there has
This
been,
armor is custom made to fit to my body.
to be fair, Prime, there has been a time or two where as you were out patrolling, and you know, like, there's times where you probably can't move or unless you risk being discovered. And, like, there's been a time where, like, even a snake, like, crawled, like, just over you from how, like, still you were sitting.
I'm pretty sure I'd be fine.
I'm not talking about, like, it just touching you. I'm talking about it being in your clothes with you.
Yes, I am
Gross.
talking about the fact that I would be fine.
I'm fine with eating them, but, like, them being in my clothes, that's weird.
Also, did you
You-
lick your armor clean or?
Trade secrets.
Well,
Okay, that's just gross. Praise
When
When you're a
visitation.
master blacksmith, you can tell me how to clean my armor.
I will never be that, and I will never do that.
Well, as two journeys, while separate, trying to reach the same sort of goal, we'll end it there for the night. So, good job, everybody. The rats keep coming, and the tears won't stop going.
I'm using that as the title.
Nevertheless, thank you everybody for coming out and joining us. This is fun. We'll see what happens next time. Does this entity help Elise in her situation? Does the rats keep coming? And do they not stop? But nevertheless, thank you everybody. So as always,
Rats keep coming and they won't stop coming.
hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. We'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.